What up, y'all? BigBossFabo, man. Back with a video for the channel. I'm doing a reaction to Gypsy Rose Blanchard, released from prison, man. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So if we talk about the story of Gypsy Rose, I'm not super familiar with this, the full story, but, you know, making headways, making headlines. And when we look at kind of the description of what happened, bro, there's a movie out there that has a very similar background and story to it that I saw way before even understanding anything about this case. So the young woman accused of murdering her abusive mom was released from prison, basically. So she was a victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy, condition in which a parent fakes or exaggerates a child's illness to get attention, bro. Somebody was telling me about this. Actually, it was my sister-in-law was telling me about this not too long ago, about how some parents will fake illnesses, or I'm not even sure for what reason, right? To keep their child handicapped, so to speak, or to keep their child confined, or it's more so like an attention-seeking type of thing, to where you're in the doctor's office every week trying to pretty much make all these claims and stories about how sick your child is, and even though the doctors know nothing is going on, bro. Say it's a mental illness. So if we look at some information, you know, regarding the story, Gypsy Rose grew up with her mother. Her mother was making claims about her health that resulted in a series of dire diagnoses and medical interventions. She wasn't actually unwell. Her mother had been lying about her symptoms. Experts believe Dee Dee's behavior stemmed from mental disorder, Munchausen syndrome by proxy, because Dee Dee wanted to be a caretaker. She feigned and induced illnesses in her daughter. The truth about Gypsy and her mother only came out after Gypsy arranged for an online boyfriend to murder her in 2015. So there's a similar movie called Run on Hulu. It's with the very popular actress who's in American Horror Story. I don't really remember her name, but similar story to where she kept her child sick, was giving her medication, didn't want anybody to come to the house. And then eventually the daughter tries to escape, right? So let's just go ahead and hop into the video. Maybe we can read further context beyond that. But let me know y'all's thoughts on this case overall. And kind of in 2015, I wasn't even hip to all this. Maybe I knew about it, but it probably flew over my head. You know what I'm saying?
Bought these new shoes.
She's just out of prison and going shopping. It's the first video of Gypsy Rose Blanchard with her husband after she was released from prison in the pre-dawn hours today.
Do you have any plans?
Lots of.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard was a victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a condition in which a parent fakes or exaggerates a child's illness to get attention. In Gypsy Rose's case, her disturbed mother tried to convince everyone the girl suffered from leukemia and muscular dystrophy. Fed up with years of unnecessary medical treatment, Gypsy Rose got her then-boyfriend to stab her mother 17 times. They later posted a Facebook message saying that blank is dead. The boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn, got life. Gypsy Rose got 10 years. Now 32, Gypsy Rose was picked up by her husband in a Cadillac when she was released from a prison in Missouri at 3:20 a.m. A few hours later came the couple's hand-in-hand trip to the shoe store. The Gypsy Rose Blanchard case has been featured several times on TV. Actress Patricia Arquette played the mom in a 2019 Hulu limited series.
See, this was what interesting. They had this TV series, but this is not what I was referring to. They got the TV series, but they also had the movie. Let me see if I could pull this up. 2020 American film. This is what I'm referring to. Let me bring it over to the big screen. This movie here. If y'all recall with this lady from American Horror Story, this was pretty much a very similar story, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Series.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all?
You are.
No, you are.
And Lifetime has an upcoming 3-part documentary called The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
The first time I tried to run away, she chained me to the bed.
Now a new life of freedom awaits this headline-making young woman.
This is
quite sensory overload for her. Her world has been beige and now it's in color.
That's crazy, bro. Hiring your boyfriend at the time to stab your mother 17 times or whatever they said. I mean, wow, killed your mother. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if your mom was mentally ill, you know, I'm not sure what the best plan of action would. Obviously, murder is not the first thing that comes to mind, but what the best plan of action outside of that would be to expose her and try to get you to live, you know, a normal life. You know what I mean? I'm sure she probably went insane. In terms of mental stability at that point in time, she probably lost it, which is why she, you know, you pretty much referred to murdering her mother. But point being is, what is the best plan of action? You know, if you go to maybe to the police, to law enforcement, they may not believe you. You go to the doctors, maybe the doctors would be your best bet because they can actually run tests and see and understand that nothing's physically or, you know, wrong with you, or you have no type of illness, but your parent keeps alluding to the fact that you do. You know what I'm saying? So some of the things and the details in the biography, like Dee Dee appeared to be a charming and devoted mother, so people believed her, which alludes to the fact that probably if Gypsy spoke out, no one would actually believe. Dee Dee told Gypsy's father that their daughter had a disorder that led her to many health issues, and he believed it. He didn't even really question it. They even noticed at points in time, you know, Gypsy's family noticed she didn't seem to need a wheelchair. And then they started asking questions, and they said that basically the family moved away. At that point in time, Dee Dee took Gypsy and they moved, claiming to be a victim of Hurricane Katrina. Crazy, bro. So even into her teenage years, she still claimed she was sick and began to lie about Gypsy's age. Now, that's foul right there. It's one thing if you kind of, you know, leading the world, allowing the world to believe that you have a sick child, but then like keeping her, you know, at a certain age, that's just manipulation to a different degree. Like you're trying to make her still seem like a kid. Like, I don't know, that's where it starts to get pretty sick. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's sick to begin with, but like your daughter 30 years old and you're saying, oh, she's 14. What is there to gain behind that? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. What is there to gain? So as she grew older, she continued to lie about her age, going as far to alter the dates on Gypsy's birth certificate to make her daughter seem younger. But she still was becoming harder for her to control. So then it gets to 2011, she convinced the man she met online to kill Dee Dee. So Gypsy was 19 at the time. Yeah, I wonder how she got this guy. And she met him on a Christian dating site, bro. Come on, bro. You met him on a Christian site and he had an... That's just foul. You know what I'm saying? You met him on a Christian dating site and you proposed that he murder somebody on that. How backwards can that get? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, that's a story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Yeah, as you can see, when Lifetime starts to make movies and content about you, it's something serious. You know what I mean? But I would say just prayers out to the family. I can't imagine what it would be like to be held hostage in your own home and, you know, being moved away from your family. No one believes you, takes you serious to where you hit that extreme where you snap to where you want to get your mother killed. But now that she's out of prison, you know, it's a whole new life because obviously she never spent her upbringing or growing up being a part of the world, being a part of her family's life, being outside. And then, you know, she immediately transitions into prison. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even imagine, you know, it may seem foul that the first thing the cameras recorded her saying was she's getting a new pair of shoes, because I think a lot of people would take that as insensitive. But I mean, put yourself in her mind to where she ain't never done regular things in her life. So let me know y'all's thoughts on this one in the comment section below, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace, love, prosperity, man. God bless y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next video. We out.